The third quarter of 2019 has seen a considerable regulatory activity by financial regulators and supervisors. At European level, it should be highlighted that the ECB published the Guide to Internal Models, which updates the risk-type specific chapters of the Guide to the TRIM. In particular, this guide covers credit, market, and counterparty credit risk. Moreover, the ECB published a communication on supervisory coverage expectations for NPEs. The EBA published 3 consultation papers on RTS, on the new internal model approach, under the FRTB, in order to specify essential aspects of the IMA and contribute to a smooth and harmonized implementation of the FRTB in the EU. Regarding Basel III and IFRS 9, the EBA published a new Basel III implementation assessment, as well as an IFRS 9 benchmarking exercise. The ESMA published the final guidelines on liquidity stress testing in alternative investment funds and undertakings for the collective investment in transferable securities applied to managers, depositories, and national competent authorities. Finally, at domestic level, it should be highlighted that in Spain, the Bank of Spain published a draft circular amending circular for 2017, addressed to credit institutions to adapt the rules and annexes that set out the confidential statements that credit institutions should submit to the Bank of Spain and to the European regulation format. In the US, the Fed, the FDIC, and the OCC published the final rule on simplifications to the capital rule, which applies solely to banking organizations that are not subject to the advanced approaches capital rules, and simplifies the capital treatment for MCAs, temporary difference DTAs, investments in the capital instruments of unconsolidated financial institutions, and minority interests. Further, the Fed, the OCC, the FDIC, the SEC, and the CFTC published the final rule on revisions to prohibitions and restrictions on proprietary trading and certain interests in and relationships with hedge funds, private equity funds, which is intended to streamline the Volcker rule by eliminating or modifying requirements that are not necessary to effectively implement its statute, without diminishing the safety and soundness of banking entities. In the UK, the PRI published a CP 2119 on credit risk, probability of default, and loss given default estimation, in order to update the supervisory statement 1113 on internal rating based, and a supervisory statement 510 on liquidity risk management for insurers. Regarding the next steps, it should be highlighted that at international level, the FSB will update the list of GSIBs, and the BCBS will assess the GSIBs' progress in adopting the RDI and IRR principles. At European level, the ECB will start publishing the STR, and the EBA final GL on disclosure of NPEs and FBA will applicable. In the UK, the Bank of England will publish the 2019 annual cyclical scenario stress test results.